nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ucla. Got it behind the line. It's Cox.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Flores. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense. Got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Give to the fullback. And the Bruins are stopped, but not before getting the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Ucla. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the move, it's Cox. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 21 over Georgia Southern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. It's caught. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
He uses the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, UCLA.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, It's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They jump on top here in OT.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Aggressive decision here to go for 2 and try to really put some heat on. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Working that left side now. They went for the 2 and got it, and now an 8-point lead in overtime.
UCLA 35-27.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here. Down close and...
Touchdown, Duke! Got it in now. They'll have to do it again with the 2-point conversion to tie.
No know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. Could not get there. The two-point try is stopped, and they'll lose by 2 in overtime. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.